My name is Joe. Well, for the last 24 years, I've been known as Mr. Lifto. I guess, you know me best from the Jim Rose Circus. I lift weights with my piercings, and yeah. People always ask me how Mr. Lifto got started, and people think it's a joke, but I was born outside of Seattle. Like, my graduating class in high school is like maybe 20 people, and the whole town was like maybe 5,000. So you're a fisherman, a logger, or a farm. My old German grandparents, they have this cattle and chicken farm. They have this subscription to National Geographic from like the 1900s. Seriously, it's like, I look, what is this? It was called Prince Randy, and he had a big spear through this, and he's lifting weights with his nipples. I went, I want to try that. So I was raised in the woods, being a redneck, knowing nothing, but having an open mind. I'm pierced. When you had to go to a gay bar, it's like there wasn't a tattoo in a piercing shop. You had to go to a gay store to get pierced. And it was like, in the old days, you could stick out your tongue ring and stop traffic. I was doing performance art with like Tad back in the day, 90, 91. Tad, Mudhoney, God, what were they called? Mookie Blaylock for their Pearl Jam. Yeah. Did stuff with them, like with my dick ring. I towed, you know, Tad, the singer Tad. He was in a red wagon. I towed him up the stairs with my penis. And I wish video that existed. That's such a Seattle legend. Hand job. We got in so much trouble, like almost from the federal government. There was a picture of me, like just spread eagle with weights hanging off my penis. Hand job with my dick with weights off it. The worst band in Seattle. We did it 3 times. They did Joy Division covers, and I'd cut myself and put like acid into my arms, and like I'd dive into piles of broken glass, you know, like take my ring out, I'd pull my dick, put a nail through it, hammer it into a board, and people were like, oh God, it was weird. I was doing this performance art. Jim Rose came to town, and it was weird. He was like, I need to search you out. So what do you got? I showed him this, like, you know, it'd be better, forget the coat hanger, put some chains on it. I went, yes. And he went, okay, how about you call Mr. Lifto? I went, perfect. We had the first show. It was at this Indian restaurant. I remember it was like about the size of this place, like with tables in it, maybe seats about 40. And we were on stage, and I helped him. I didn't perform that night, but I helped him move the bed of nails, helped him do this, and like the Torture King was there, the Tube was there. I remember looking outside. There's Kurt Cobain, there's Chris Cornell, like peeking in to try to get in. They couldn't get in because it was sold out. Yeah, it was like weird. The endorphins are so much, you know, it's like, for me, that's it. It's not about drinking the drugs, having sex with a beautiful woman, it's about the endorphins. Like, got this done, my knuckles done, got this done. This one right here, I get done every 6 months, just because it hurts like a son of a bitch, but the endorphins just make me like, I'm drunk and passed out as hell. Do this, all of a sudden it's like, the best legal drug ever. It's been fun. I can't say anything bad about it. Okay, people say Jim Rose is dick. Yes, he is. He's my dick. He can sell ice cubes and like air conditioners to an Eskimo. Seriously, he sold me. You know, and you know, there's something about when I do my act, just me for benefits. Like it's 5 minutes, this. But when Jim Rose is talking, I can stretch and do this. You know, it's like it's fantastic. I was the first one to join, the last one to quit. It's still like Enigma's quit. All these people who quit and start their own sideshows. I'm the only one who hasn't ever done that. Like all the original ones either retired or like went to their own sideshow. For me, it's like I don't want to own a beat up old Volkswagen. I want to ride around in the Cadillac that I don't own. You know, fancy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's. Plus, the guy Jim Rose has done so much for me. Like I said, I'm still the last one who sings his praises. Still, he did so much for my life and my career. I've traveled around the world to places I never thought I'd be. You know. They're bus drivers still to this day. He could outdo them and still drive them. It's like we had a dick ring tug of war. I had one of these in, one of those old rings. See how it's welded on one side? Lifted too much weight, and it went opened up, went slice, cut my PA halfway through. By that time, everybody had a dick ring. By then I started like, you know, it was okay. Then like the next week we were in Canada. Okay, I could still lift weights with a little flap of skin. Tore out on stage. I went backstage like, you're bleeding. What's that? Oh, it just fell out. No, that's your skin and your ring and the weights sitting on stage. By that, I was in shock for a couple weeks. But by that time, then I learned how to put 2 stitches in and tear it out every day. By that time, it's like, oh, my dick ring's bigger. Let me show you what happens when you tear it out. And went, I was still like on the cutting edge of like, let me show you how to sew it up. And then the rise of Jackass. You know, it's like, look, you're doing that. And they're like, not you guys, but these guys are okay. So I can kick a guy in the nuts, but I can't show my swollen nuts. Okay. You know, we've always flown under the radar. Like, I know the censorship in this. Like, I almost wish I could be Johnny Knoxville. Like, I should be the movie star. I should be doing this. But like, he's cool. He's like, oh, you're Lifto. Nice to meet you. But like, what's his name? He's got the tattoo on his back of himself. Steve-O. Total dick. It's like, yeah, I've heard about you, so watch this. I'm gonna staple my nuts. Like, well, should I show you that I've torn my dick out? It's like, yeah, well, let me show you this. Like, okay, well, let me show you. You want to have one of those kind of? You want to have a dick comparing contest? Okay. It's like, okay. He's like, watch this. I'll cut myself. You want to see scars, Steve-O? It's like, well, I got a tattoo on my back. It's like, okay, you win. Okay, you win. It's like, that's right, I win. It's like, then he walks off and like falls over and cuts his head open. He's bleeding. It's like, good for you, kid. Have fun with that. Yeah. My new thing is, with my big earrings in, I have lift up a full keg, Guinness record. I can do 2 empties or a full one, back brace, neck brace. A full keg, I tap it, and then I serve the band drinks, and then it gets lighter and lighter. That's my new gig. That's great. I can do ears forever. They're so, yeah. I'm finally, eventually going to retire, probably by the end of this year, hitting 44 years old. It's like, gotta go back to the small town because I miss it. It's like, okay, I'll work in the office. I got 10 acres of land. I can build a house on it. You know, I have a car. If I work 10 hours a day, it means something. Okay, I can build a house. I'm not gonna have kids. Pretty much sterile. I have 2 years of abuse, which is good.